again. Here I go again. Hey, Lord, want to come try this with me?
Try what?
What's that?
Try what?
This game. Oh, there's a lot of games, but this one is called. I feel so silly saying it, but I want someone to try it out with me. World War II Online.
Is it free?
Yeah.
You should play fucking Heroes and
Hold on, I gotta turn these down. I'm driving this tank. I don't know how to turn the audio down in the game. What about Gears of War?
Did you say World War II strategy sim?
No. Well, kind of. It's kind of old, but you played Hell Let Loose, Lord, right?
I know of it. I played Squad.
Well, it tries to kind of be like that, but like an early version.
Yeah,
Like it has multi-crew stuff. It has.
dude, you wanna just fucking play Foxhole right now? You could do an operation or something, like we can go in the back lines into the lobby centers and blow up some of the lobby trucks and
Well,
make you get some.
I'm just driving around in this Panzer to see how it feels.
Go and sneak up on front.
I just wanted someone to try this with me, so I could try out the multi-crew stuff. You know, I haven't got to try out the Navy stuff.
Getting on Foxhole?
No, not right now. Soon though. I didn't sit here and drive for 30 minutes just to
It's not
lose
like
my
we're driving in
progress.
Foxhole.
Yeah, driving in Foxhole, it has its things. Anyways, it's not quite like Squad. Um, it's not quite. It's kind of. I mean, there is a large map to go over, but like, there's like, there's Air Force, Navy, and Army. The Army does trucks, transport trucks, vehicles, infantry. Navy does boat things. And then you got paratroopers.
And I'm back.
Hello.
Just doing some research on updates for Ukraine stuff. I've been trying to track the conflict.
Cringe.
All in favor of sending Laura to fight in Ukraine?
Cope.
That means he volunteered himself.
There are conscripts serving on both sides.
The Ukrainians are shit.
Well, they're winning.
No, they're not. You monkey.
I'm winning,
I'm
bitch.
I'm looking at the map right now, and this counteroffensive over near Kharkiv tells me otherwise.
Bro, you know that you just don't go into a war and just instantly win, right, bud? It takes time.
Well, the Russians are losing.
There is no losing or winning. There's only win or lose. And that hasn't been decided yet, bud.
Well, the Ukrainians are going to win,
How?
considering, well, they're already pushing the Russians out of their country.
And?
If they push the Russians out of the country, they kind of win.
No, they would start World War III then. If we
No,
interfered that
you
deeply.
you are a complete idiot.
Hey.
What?
World War III starts if Russia shoots at Poland, Romania, the Baltics, or anything west of that.
Uh-huh.
Guess what he hasn't done?
I'd be more surprised when the Ukrainians just walk up into Russia and just take territory.
They can actually. They can do that.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm like, dude, I can't wait for the push in.
Bro,
Like,
They
we're gonna push you
can.
out and we're going in.
bro, they can.
You declare
They're-
war first. We have all the rights to take territory from you.
Ukrainians could shell the Russian city of Belgorod. They can, if they push the Russians out of the Kharkiv area, which they can no longer shell. The Ukrainians could spearhead it to Belgorod, and they could already take the town of Ration. It sounds French. I don't know what. Been tracking the conflict since day one. Yeah. Yeah. The Russians. The last holdout area still stands. They've been there. It is Russians have special. Yeah, like 9 hours ago, the Ukrainians just straight up marched on the bridge. Instead of destroyed all of them. Literally dropped it. I think more just I think more the Russians reviving refugees and go other
Are you talking to me, John? John? Were you talking to me?
No.
But why? Why God?
So,
Yeah, no, it's completely fine. I'm just trying to look into this. happened?
Market left.
Yeah, he kind of does that a lot.
No. The poor child.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here watching movies.
And Hedman came over and just switched the town to the hands of the team. And he's like, as you were.
I imagine playing British premiums in Sim is pretty hard. Because, you know, a lot of them are American made.
Well, it depends what kind of sim you're doing.
Ground.
If it's NATO era, then it's everyone against Russia. But
Yeah.
if it's not, then it's Axis and allies.
That's true. Yeah. Probably hard for German premiums though, since a lot of them are Russian captured.
Well,
You got
actually,
basically every
it's
tank
the
design.
it's the premiums from the other nations that actually make it hard. Like Italy's M18, that one gets team killed a lot. The KV-1 has a modified turret, so that's easy to tell, and it's brown.
That's true.
The KV-2 looks about the same, but it's also brown. So at least it looks a little different. But most of the other premiums for Italy and then looks about the same. The Japan one, at least the Sherman's blue.
So there are ways to tell, but the Italian M18 gets clapped.
Oh yeah, the M18 gets killed a lot.
That makes sense. So
But-
you got
but,
like marking on it or something.
It does, but it's like really small and it's on the back, has an Italian flag.
So put your own marking on it.
Oh boy.
You just put your own marking on it. That's simple. Just take an Italian flag, decal.
Some people do that.
Put it on.
Some people do
Like-
that.
Yeah, it's like, Only try to be Master Deception. You get killed by your teammates before you even get to the fight.
Yeah, even the Sherman gets team killed sometimes, even though it's kind of obvious that it's not really the Sherman.
There's a lot more markings.
It's also a completely different color. It's blue.
At least the Japanese one is.
Yeah, the Japanese Sherman.
Don't know why they did that, but okay. Guess if you want to be an ultramarine Sherman, that works.
Probably. That's what I was thinking.
Again, who likes the ultramarines? Except the ultramarines.
You'd have to ask John. He probably knows.
Heresy!
The Imperial fists are better. Screw the guns.
To be honest, I'm not about the Space Marines. I'm more of Imperial Navy and mechanics. So, all held mechanics and machine gun. To be honest, without mechanic is
It's very. Armor pit. Alright, I just shot the back of the KV-2 and it did not pen a 90mm gun. I'm mad.
Was it a good angle, or do you know? 'Cause
Very good.
sometimes,
Back of the turret.
sometimes it can be tricky though. Like I've shot at a couple of dudes I could have sworn was sight on, but it was actually not.
Grab the picture of the carcass so you can take a look.
Oh, it's dead. I love seeing dead Russian tanks.
Yeah, I got killed by Sherman VC, but I shot it 3 times at the back of the turret, not pen. With a 90mm AP ship, 149mm mortars of penetration at this range. He had no right to survive.
Oh, great.
Be right back.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah.
map, and only 2 players spawn to go to see me and a KV1.
Perfect. That means you get all the kills for yourself.
Means we're gonna get curbstone because everybody knows the M6's weak spot. You don't know the M6's weak spot.
What, the M6A1?
Yeah, M6A1.
Why don't you side scrape it down?
You mean angle?
Well, you cover your front using something that can't be penetrated. And you just poke your sight enough to bait them at an extreme angle. They bounce, you back up, take your shot, and rinse and repeat. You've never tried that before?
I'll use like a train car as cover. That way only the turret hooked up.
Just make sure they can't shoot through the hole and get your front.
No, they can't. I'm most worried about the side alley. Guarantee my protect. You know what I mean by the side alley, right? Over by C.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I always spun that way because it's a quick and easy cap usually.
Yeah, and
I used to go-
who went to go fight at A just got wiped.
I used to go to A.
What is it? Oh, what's this team disparity? There's like, you only have like 2/3 of what the enemy team has. And there's no one inside out. That was expected. And of course I get bumped. So we're like a third of our team quit as soon as the match started. Don't know why, but they did. At least the M6 is cheap. You know what I mean?
I didn't
Well,
catch that
awesome.
last part. You said it was cheap?
Yeah, the M6 is cheap. Costs $1,700 repair.
I'm trying to remember. The
Costs like
M60
$15.
Turtle?
With all modifications, it costs only $1,700 to repair.
That's okay.
Yeah, actually
It's
really
not
good
cheap,
for a
cheap,
heavy-
but it's not bad either.
it's good for a heavy tank. Then again, I haven't played the KVs, which I imagine are basically dirt because they're Russian. Russian win rates right now are especially at home.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I would say that there are there are some newbies poking around. Seth's entire team, while he was bouncing, and had the whole team shooting at him, just ignored him, and they all got shot in the side because they ignored it, like they didn't know what they were doing. And you know when Seth calls you out, you know it's bad.
You don't even want to.
That's how you know you really messed up when it comes to that. Because Seth be like, they're stupid, they're driving side onto them. And I'm like, yeah, you got a point.
KV1 players can be pretty brain dead though. They're extremely goated. I think a KV2 just tried to snipe me or something. Took an AG shell, exploded on impact. Slightly damaged my trap.
Yeah, I was coming to I was playing jets with Seth. Seth almost made it to the bomb point with the F-105. He sees a plane go past him. He's like, oh, he turns around, bleeds all of his speed to try to shoot him, and he got shot down. And I tried to tell him before it happened. I was like, Seth, just focus on the bomb point. He's like, no, I have to. It's like, oh, God.
Okay, I'm determined. Russian players are just dumb. I just slaughtered 2 of them. An ASU-57 and a T-34. I'm playing on Tunisia right now. Oh, I felt bad for that guy. There was an ISU 152 that was rolling up on me. I just, because he was going up a hill, I just hit his lower blade.
Yeah.
I think he was coming back for the revenge hill. But before he could even sight in, I'd already put a shell through his lower blade. Oh, that's KB. I personally find the KB one to be a bit more powerful. If you think about it, since they replicate it at its highest condition, makes it a bit more powerful than it should be. Do you agree? Do you agree?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
They replicate Russian tanks at their highest, at their fullest potential, basically on how they're standard. I think it makes them a bit too powerful compared to how they operate in real life.
Well, probably. You see, the thing about the T-34 and stuff like that, it was all a big cover-up conspiracy. You see, after World War II, they did trials to try and gauge the T-34 versus X, Y, and Z. And the version that they used for the trial was especially outfitted for that. And a lot of the stuff that the T-34 required to function or supposedly had on it, like the rubber and stuff like that, never was actually on it. There was tons of breakdowns. So a lot of the documentation is covered up, and the documentation that is more commonly available is lies to say the least. So yeah, it's very likely you're correct.
Yeah, because the production plant where they were produced in the Ural Mountains was often documented that things were often cut out of the tank. Like, for
Well,
example, the
they
radio
were
was
forced
often
to.
well, no, they did it to meet production quotas,
Mm-hmm. That's why they were forced to.
and that
Like
caused severe,
the
and that
T-30,
caused major
it
detriments
didn't
to the
even.
tank.
Yeah, they didn't even have proper viewports. They were covered it with metal, so they were blind, deaf, exhausted because there was no seats. There was no proper cage for them to ride with the turret when it rotates. There was no headlights.
Yeah, there was accounts from German armor officers about engaging T-34s, and when they shoot a T-34, one maybe two would react to it and start firing back, but the rest would just move on.
Yeah, there was this one time this little Pat cannon. It's like a little baby cannon. Tried shooting at one. It fired like, I think it was 100 shots before, or 200 before they realized that they were there. Tried to run them over and missed. I heard this one story from somebody. Apparently, a few times they would get confused about which tank group they were in, and they would end up accidentally driving in German convoys without realizing it because they didn't have headlights. Yeah, I'm sure that went well.
Like, oh, Suga Black, it's the enemy.
And their armor was made through the tempering reheating process,
Too much.
which
Yeah,
makes it brittle.
and
That's
so
why you see,
and so it cracked.
yep, it would crack naturally. It would have gaps in the armor from slave unskilled labor for welding.
And it would all
And
and whenever when they were destroyed, it wouldn't the armor would shatter.
yeah, like ceramic.
Yeah, yeah, exactly like a ceramic.
Because that's
So like
because,
whenever it was hit, it would just break, or you'd even have like a Hesh effect.
yeah, that's because when they were making the armor to put on the tank, they would heat it, cool it, and then reheat it again. It'd make it very brittle.
Yeah, they thought it was doing good. Boy, were they wrong. If they didn't do that, it would have if they just spent the time to not do that, it would have been so much better.
Well, it's Russia. I mean, look at all the stuff that's gone to shit because they just didn't do it right or take care of it properly.
Basically every single tank. The two most common reasons for Russian tank projects to fail are it couldn't maintain it, or it was too expensive. Usually the latter. Because, Russians has to be cheap, has to be great. Because the T-64 was a great tank. Like, superb tank. Love it.
Except for the hand crank.
Yeah. Like, had all the latest electronics, everything like that. The problem was, it kind of had, how do I put this? It was too pricey for the Russians. So they made the T-72 to cope.
Well, their economy was still pretty messed up. They also had competing. It's like with China now. Their industries are not allowed to work together. They compete. So what ends up happening is it causes things to lower in quality and stuff like that. Like that's why China's had several stock market, multiple economy crashes over the years. Um, they have several. They've had one that was like, yeah. Anyways,
Okay, that's ridiculous.
like they had several
somebody-
ship accidents because they didn't maintain it properly, or they couldn't, and a lot of people died for no reason.
No, that's just the Chinese.
Well, that happened in Soviet Russia too.
Yeah, get this. A KV-85 barely penned my roof. And a single piece of shrapnel hit my MG ammo for the M6, and it somehow killed the tank. It hit the machine gun ammo.
Don't you know?
Or was
Machine
either that,
gun
or was it
ammo.
75? Or was either the machine gun ammo or the 75 millimeter ammo, or another 30 millimeter ammo. It caused the tank to explode entirely.
Yeah, when there's a lot of shells flying at you, sometimes the
It
cap.
was a single shell that did it. It was
Yeah,
a single shell from a KV-85 that penetrated.
sometimes the, the, the camera doesn't replicate every shard or whatever.
It's not perfect.
Yeah.
I'm confident about this KV-85. Butcher it.
What the hell's shooting me?
Non-penetration? What? I guess I'll kill this Panzer. German tank got flanked. I swear every Russian on the enemy team isn't just in a KV-1 half the time. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Gaijin kinda needs to nerf it.
Like, I already suspected that it had some issues, but I saw that Laser Pig video, and he talked about some of them, and then I learned about a few more. Like, I knew about the transmission. They had to wear extra transmissions. Apparently, they had to change it out every 24 hours, the engine. They had to get a new one.
Yeah, it should be simulated. All that sort of stuff should be simulated.
Well, then that brings up the issue of we have to do it for everybody else, too.
Well, such like mismanagement in production wasn't as prevalent as it was with the Russians. But guys would never do that
Well.
because they're Russian.
Well, no. It's all about the concept and premise of a video game. Like, I would rather be able to shoot and kill Russians, which I enjoy to do. I just enjoy to do that in the game. Than have to spawn in the game and literally I just can't fight and have to leave.
MatPat actually covered that.
I don't
When
really like
talking
my
about, well, yeah, he did a War Thunder video, trying to find like errors in the game, and he made the exact same point you did, after researching the Sherman, which is what he was given with the test with. Given the test with. He came to the exact same conclusion you did.
I didn't see the video. I haven't watched MatPat in years. He, after I realized that a lot of the stuff that he comes up with is just made up, that kind of ruined the fun for me.
He literally says it's just a theory.
Doesn't matter. Like, the theory has to have some form of basis of it. Like, he tries to list examples, and then he makes different videos later on, and he references those things, videos he did before, as if they're fact. And whenever he does the video, he goes about it like it's fact. Like, and even the stuff that he tries to make in the video that he says is a theory, the stuff that he uses as the basis of his theory is just thought up off the top of his head. I don't know where he gets to though. And then, a lot of it sometimes it's not even true. Or sometimes some of the footage he'll show actually contradicts something he says. That he'll show for like a quick second after he says it. And he's like, oh yeah, this never happened. Meanwhile, it shows like a picture of it. But yeah, I didn't see it. I don't think I seen that one. What did he say?
Basically, what you did about the concept of video games.
Yeah.
You said fun has to come before functionality. Fun has to come before historical significance.
Well, being historically... Well, there's also a difference between historically authentic and accurate. You can see a movie and just imagine Americans using AK-47s. That's not going to feel very good. But if you watch a movie about a fictional group of units and their materials are up to spec, you're going to feel better about it. That's what historically authentic is more about. Now, historically accurate is where you replicate an event. And movies do not do a very good job of that, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, Americans even used AK-47s back in Nam.
I know. I'm just referring to World War II. Sorry, I should have been specific.
Sorry.
Oh, go on. I want to hear what you're going to say, though. What about your grandfather?
Yeah, he flew medevac helicopters back in Vietnam. Oftentimes, well, for the Marines, he oftentimes saw other Marines using captured AK-47s because the damn thing didn't break like the M16s they were issuing.
Right.
So they were simply a lot more reliable weapon. So the Marines just used captured AK-47s, which I imagine went swimmingly, considering they'd have to capture enemy ammo, which one of 5 of them which had a chance of exploding because of a operation we tried to do. We put bullets inside Vietnamese ammo caches that would explode when triggered by the receiver.
I'm following this Panzer IV around his town.
Well, I imagine the whole M16 breaking down is why we, have a dedicated weather testing facility for new weapons.
Probably.
That everything has to go through. Every plane, every tank, every gun has to surpass the testing. The testing goes to like natural disaster level limits.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about it, so I find it interesting.
Yeah, I've seen what it looks like inside there, mainly when they were testing the F-35. Already icicles formed on the tips of the wings. That's how cold it got within like 5 minutes of the test starting. You would even get stuff going up to 100 degrees. Except that's not the bane of the F-35, surprisingly. You know what it is? Its own name. When you have an F-35 sitting around, you have to put a lightning rod near it. That's not even a joke. I wish it was.
Why?
It's still classified, but there was a lightning incident with an F-35 that got the highest classification of weapon emergency, which basically means it either caused a human fatality or cost over like $1 million in damages. It's still classified for obvious reasons.
I see.
literally F-35s. You will never see one without a lightning. Would make great for a photo shoot, though.
Right.
Although we already have our 6th generation fighter. I mean, why wouldn't we?
Mhm.
We have the F-22 A's. It likely flew over a rock.
You ever played IL-2 Sturmovik? The game?
I haven't personally played it, mainly due to the lack of interest, but I do know it was developed by Gaijin.
No, no. You're talking about that. Okay, so the one you're talking about is the only one that was made by them. The IL-2 Sturmovik series goes way back. I remember playing around with it when I was a kid.
You were saying?
Oh, right. So, so yeah, it's a simulation kind of game with planes. And then they had a few different versions, like 1946, stuff like that. Mainly World War II, kind of. I think they were a Russian developer. But the thing regarding that is, yeah, Gaijin did make that one. I think it was like a console game, wasn't it? I think I remember there being a demo for Xbox. Anyways, so in regards to that, that's really the only one that I know of that Gaijin done. There's one that they've been pushing afterwards. I'm just gonna lay it straight with you. It's kind of a crap show what they're doing with the DLC and stuff. But they had a tank expansion.
So basically, it was Proto War Thunder.
No, War Thunder was out before that. They came out with a tank expansion like just a few years back. War Thunder's been around since I last went to high school.
Like 2012, I believe.
Yeah, or 2010 or 2012. I started the game around 2012.
I started around like 15, 17, then left it for a few years because like I'm getting bored. I'm a little kid. I don't understand the thing. I don't understand anything that's going on. That sort of stuff. I was a bit too young to understand the mechanics.
Yeah, I was playing on a crappy computer and I was in New Jersey.
Ow. Where did that even come from?
Sorry, I'm having some health problems.
You're fine.
Just getting really dizzy over.
Alright, take your time.
Anyways, yeah, that game is not older than War Thunder, I'm pretty sure. And the tank thing only came out recently. They announced it as an update for the game and then sold it as part of another DLC. and it's full price. It's like $60. It's like, what the hell?
Talk about it. Must be popular in Russia.
Well, don't know, but
If a price tag like that, it must be.
I think it's just greed. The reason being,
Well, that
so
was
they
some
came out.
version.
So the only vehicles they have for the tank one was just a couple, and then they updated it to have one more. I think it was. It doesn't have any Stoogs. It doesn't have anything else. It's only a Tiger, Panther, which I'm not complaining about that. Ferdinand. What else does Germany get? Oh, Panzer IV, the J variant, the one that was. Anyways, so they're like, we're gonna add AA guns. Cool. Everyone, I saw posts about it being like, oh wow, that's cool. And then they come out and then put it out as a DLC. You have to buy. There's one for Russia and one for Germany, and you have to buy them separately if you want them.
Yeah, probably.
It didn't come out as an update. It came out as DLC that you had to pay for. And now they're doing a Normandy update, which is going to be DLC, and they're adding a Puma, a Stug, and another plane, which is probably also going to be DLC. They said it was going to be an update, but the Normandy one, I'm pretty sure, is just going to be an update.
I'm pretty sure I got up tiered. Which makes me sad.
Yeah. I hear someone firing an M1 Grand near me.
Do a lot of people own those where you live?
Oh no, I meant in the game. I'm in this Panzer III. What? But we shot him. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Where'd that fucking Tiger go? There's a Tiger right next to me, and this M10 comes out, and it's like, it's not even, like, where the hell is he? I don't expect this game to have any decent. I should penetrate the side of a Sherman. I don't care if it's a 50 37 millimeter Panzer III. That's the sight of a Sherman. I have a hard time playing games with tanks in them. Well, I have been defeated.
Better luck next time, I guess.
What's up?
Better luck next time, I guess.
Yeah. I wonder where the hell that Tiger went that was next to me. Did he run away?
Probably.
Ah, boy.
Don't you just love it when planes miss their bombs? And they just like waste 8,000 silver lines for nothing.
Right. what I do is I try to drive perpendicular to them when I see them coming, and then as soon as they get about to where they're going to drop the bomb, I turn right under them, and they usually throws
Non-penetration.
them
Oh
off.
my god, no! Stupid KV1. There we go.
Enemy ships.
KV1 die. I commanded that KV1 to die and it listened to me.
Oh, that's why they were Shermans and stuff. They took most of the city back.
You play enlisted?
No.
That World War II online game?
Yeah. The map is too big for it. It's really big.
Can't tell if that's a player or a poorly, or if that's just something that's poorly rendered. I'll shoot at it, see what it does. It's just a poorly rendered rock. Enemy's taking point A again. I have to watch the bridge leading into our spawn.
I think I killed that M10.
Great.
I wasn't sure if I was doing anything to him. But he disappeared, so I guess I got him.
How do you know if you killed him?
Well, when you die, you just despawn. Well, as far as vehicles go. Because it does the, it acts like you, left the battle. I presume.
Do you blow up? Or do you just pop out of existence?
Honestly, I'm not even sure. I've never really played this game. I'm guessing what happened is I killed like all of his crew, and he just jumped out of. He just quit the tank, and it despawned him. Because when I was getting shot by that one tank, he eventually hit my ammo, and the tank blew up. And then it just says, "You are KIA." And I was like, okay. Okay. You can get it. You can choose an option that keeps bodies and stuff around, but I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but there's some features I want to try, but it requires teamwork to try it. Like you can get trucks and stuff to, like, let's say you spawn in as a pack cannon, I can come up in a truck and then tow you to a location, and then you can multi-crew as well on stuff, and you could do that in IL2 Sturmovik and enlisted as well.
Interesting. I just blew up some poor North Korean's home. I feel bad now.
He should have signed up for the wrong team.
Honestly, I don't know which side these areas belong to. Why do people try and take BTRs, like the World War II BTR, into a battlefield? Like, just why? What pushes you to do that? Because it's begging for death. Because, any AG shell can kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Because overpressure is busted.
User entered your channel.
It doesn't seem very different than what it was before. To me,
Overpressure?
for the HE shells, it's really just more of the same.
Actually, it's
Shoot a large
much.
HE shell, it kills them. Shoot an HE shell at a weak vehicle, it destroys it too. So it doesn't change
Well,
much.
it's actually a lot. It's a lot different now.
You say
Like
that, but it
if you
still does the
fired in,
same stuff.
well, if you fired an HE, well, pre overpressure, you fired an HE shell at like an M10, it'd do absolutely nothing.
You sure it would?
Overpressure, basically what it does is if your shot damages a interior component of the tank, it simulates it as if you've blown straight through the tank, like you've blown a hole into it from where your shell is, and so
Yeah, but
simulate damage like
that
it blew a hole in it, and the pressure
the
continues.
system that did it before was the same thing. It modeled shrapnel going through the tank.
No, what was previous was hull break, which assigned every
No,
part
you're
of your.
talking hull break was something different. Hull break was when you have something with no armor and you have a large enough shell to overmatch it. It's supposed to simulate you just blowing a big ass hole through on the tank. That's a completely
Yeah, that's
different
it. It did it,
mechanic.
but it did it.
What you're talking about is how HE interacts with vehicles and their armor, which
Yeah,
which
both
isn't
are
the
both are
overpressure.
both are dysfunctional. Is
the
what I'm saying.
the overpressure system that they say they have now doesn't react much differently than it did before. Like
It
I can
does
all the
though.
same stuff that I did before overpressure, I still do after. It doesn't change or reduce it.
Could you kill an M10 with a 30 mm HE shell?
With a 30 mm HE shell?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, if I hit it in the right spot.
No, as if you hit it like frontal plate. You hit it frontal plate. Could you kill it?
Well, if the shrapnel from the HE shell went through the turret ring, it would.
No, I'm talking like the frontal hull plate. If you shot that with a 30 mm HE shell, would it kill it?
See, what they did before, they modeled shrapnel from the HE shell and the explosive concussion. So
That was
if
a
the
yes or no.
concussion
Would
didn't
it
go
kill
through
it?
and affect it, the shrapnel would go through. So sometimes a lot of times you get shrapnel that penetrated lightly armored sections. So it's likely that there
That's.
would have been shrapnel that affected the turret ring.
But tell me, would it kill it in one shot? Simple yes or no question.
I don't remember.
Because I can tell you it's very different now. Because now any HE shell, whether it be 20 mm or well, as long as it damages an internal component, act like there's a giant hole in the tank.
I don't believe you.
How
Why don't you try it out and tell me how it goes?
I'll actually test that. Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
How
because
hull
I've
break worked. How hull break worked is because it assigned an HP value to every piece of armor,
I've been
and
using
when that HP value exceeded zero, well, depleted beyond zero, then it considered it busted. And didn't matter where the hole was, if it was the back corner or it was the middle of the hull plate.
the Ostwind, which is a 37 mm, and the Wirbelwind, and I've shot different parts of different tanks having various degrees of armor and combining with HE shells, and I had nothing like that happen. I didn't just get the kill because it was that. It was only the HVAP ammo that actually did the damage.
Well, I'm not really talking about Wirbelwind ammo. I'm more so
Those are
referencing like
20s,
Panzer
and those are 37 mm.
Oswinds.
I
I'm
know,
more
but
so referencing like a Panzer III. Fire an HE shell, it'll destroy a M10
I
in
know
one
you're
shot.
referencing that. But they also, you said a 20 mm or a 30. Well, I got a 37 millimeter and a 20, and they both have HE shells.
They simulate HE differently. Uh, they simulate HE differently. SBAs.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Nordic.
Oh, isn't this the guy you wanted to join the regiment?
Yeah,
That's cool. I'm not on right now, so I can't really invite. Next time I'm
he's
on, though, I'm gonna put you as a officer. That way you can invite people.
okay. He's probably not on it in general anyway. Son of a. I need to go get water. Work's been stressing me out.
Yeah, when overpressure first came out, Sergeant York was able to overpressure a T90. The T90A, it was able to overpressure. What they did was they perpetually fired at the the eyes on it, and guess what happened when when they did that?
What?
All the overpressure registers built up, and it really just had to wait until a just a single bit of damage went to the interior, and then it registered as if it had all blown through, killing the entire crew. I wish I was joking. We just literally had to hold mouse one.
I'll be back.
I wonder if they're gonna add the Abrams Sep 3 variant soon. I imagine they will. You know what I mean? I imagine that they're gonna add the Abrams SIP 3 soon, due to them having the APDS systems now, because that's kind of the next logical step. Ah, I got Japan. I hate this map. I'm sorry if you don't hate the Japan map, you can't be my friend.
Well, I opened my window.
Oh, hey, look at that. That's probably gonna help you.
Yeah, a little bit. It's cooler out now. I think it rained and I just didn't realize it.
No, not just Tuesday here. Anyway, do you think that the
I like the
Gaijin's gonna
rain.
add,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh, yeah. Do you think Gaijin's gonna add the Abrams SEP V3 now that there's APDS?
Most likely.
Because
Now that they've already.
all the M3, the SEP V3 is an Abrams with ERA on the side skirts and a trophy system.
What's the
All they
trophy
nearly
system?
needed. Trophy? You don't know what trophy is?
Is it Tropha or Trophic?
Trophy is
Trophy.
the APDS system on the Israeli tank.
Yeah,
Oh,
it anti missiles
yeah,
and
APS. Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it basically destroys except I think the American version has also targets incoming shells,
Yeah, mortars, artillery.
Nordic was a real Abrams
tanks.
man, so he would know.
Doesn't it stop tank shells too?
I think it goes. It has a chance of stopping heat and uh, heat FS, but not discarding Sabo
Yes, yeah, that makes sense.
because it's a kinetic round. There's nothing to blow out of the sky. It's like shooting a big solid piece of metal that's flying through the sky with a small piece of metal flying through the sky.
I know how
Whereas,
APDS works.
whereas no, I'm saying whereas like a heat round or uh, heat FS is a metal can with explosives flying through the sky, getting hit by another piece of metal that makes it explode.
Yeah.
Like metal on metal doesn't do shit. Metal on explosives makes things go boom.
Poor infantry.
Well, it's a good thing my flesh isn't metal. Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's like
Whoops.
you just like toss a water bottle to someone and it activates the APDS system.
My legs! Why?
It's like Carl.
It's like,
I
hey,
told
bro,
you not to.
catch! He throws water bottle. Oh man, I'm so parched. Gets his head blown off.
Shut the fuck up, Carl.
Carl, do not throw the water bottle.
His head gets blown off because of the
Hey guys, watch
APS.
this.
Here, catch. Uh-oh. I just made a mistake, didn't I?
Carl. I got up tiered again. I'm sad.
He'd be like, oh, that's Carl. Carl, come on. That's so Carl. And he just gets this look like, oh,
I got up
I'm a
tiered to
mischief.
5.7 again. I got up tiered. I got a whole ass up tier.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait till I get the jumbo.
tiers are just an illusion. It's all in your head. Carl's covered in blood. Oh, Carl. You scallywag. Oh shit, I'm gonna do a paradrop.
Dear Lord, if I'm getting... Okay, that's a BS kill shot. Alright, let's see this cam. Nerf the T-34. Make it historically accurate. So Nordic, you play War Thunder 2?
Yes.
Do you believe in Russian bias?
Yes.
My man.
But only when it's Russians against me.
No, because that's when you don't want the bias on your side.
People.
No, okay, bias is if you're playing Russian,
You want the
you're,
bias.
you want the bias. I always get the bias where they have the bias and I can't I can't kill them and I can't do anything.
I
But
get
then when I'm Russian, everything
you.
kills me.
Yeah, I get the Russian bias by the game fully up tiering me by 1. And I end up having to fight IS-1s with a with a M6.
Hey, guess what I'm
Well,
gonna do?
IS-1s, IS-2s, and all that sort of stuff.
Hey, guess what?
Hmm.
The Fallschirmjäger are doing a paratrooper drop, so I hopped in.
Nice. Now both my German and American lineups are crew locked because they got into up tiers.
Sounds like a personal problem.
It is very personal. I'm very sad.
Sounds like you need more crews.
I don't have golden eagles though. Nor do I want to give Gaijin any money. Because it's Gaijin. And they also
Well,
happen to be Russian.
yeah, but that don't mean nothing though. And
Ziggy.
you know, Russian bias ain't even a thing.
But they're Russians.
Okay. Oh boy, I'm in the plane. Some guy in a boat just destroyed a British production factory. Oh, nice. The guy was in a destroyer. I'll see what he does next time. I'll see if I'll go with him.
I'm certain that the worst machine gun in the game is the Swedish machine gun. Am I wrong?
What's that?
It's pretty bad.
Which one?
The Swedish like tank machine gun.
Mm. Well, it's hard to find a machine gun on a Swedish tank.
Well, I mean, a lot more. They had them during the Cold War, and on their interwar tanks.
Well, some of their tanks have it, but most of them in the tech tree don't. But I'm mainly referring to like before modern. Well, not modern, but like 9.0, 8.0. Like, it's not as common before that point. I don't know, like 7. It's not as common before 7.0. I don't know if it's the worst, but it's a machine gun.
And its rate of fire is abysmal. It's the laughing stock of war thunder machine guns. It fires up like what, 400 rounds per minute, and it's 8mm.
Yeah.
It's laughable.
This guy says your pilot has been consuming adult beverages. Well, it's my first paradrop in a while. It looks like they expanded the free-to-play options, because you can use more stuff than you did before, it seems like. Because part of the reason why I didn't play the game before is because it only let you use the rifleman, but now it looks like they let you be paratrooper and a couple of tanks and some AA and an AT. And some different...
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on Campania. Let's hope that the American tanks are good on this map. If not, I'm gonna cry.
Well, I don't worry about if...
Right now.
I don't chop it up to, oh, I'm on the X map, so my tank is just by default bad. I look at the map and try to think about the spots where I can use it. If that makes sense.
Well,
It's a better mentality.
There's some maps that completely work against some tanks.
Well, but sometimes it depends on
Like
how you take advantage of it.
Like every desert map actively hates open top tanks. And every urban map actively hates light tanks.
Well, just like how different maps seemingly have open fields, there's different parts of it that you can use that have like dips or lower parts of the hills and stuff like that. When it comes to open tops, somewhat, but you can find some spots here and there to be a little easier. Use some dead bodies for cover.
Well, I mean, as long as CAS can spot tank destroyers, but as if it was like arcade mode, open tops are effectively useless. I got up to here again, slightly, because I just saw a tiger.
You'll be fine.
Tiger H1.
You can handle a Tiger one.
Not at over a kilometer.
Well, don't let him shoot you at a kilometer.
I can't close the distance.
Don't you have any heat shells?
No.
Why not?
Because American heat is actually garbage. You can't pen a tiger.
The Sherman 105's heat shell has over 100. That's enough.
Does it have over 102 millimeters of penetration?
I think so. I have to go back and look. I think it's 110.
All they're kind of tigers swarming us, so I can't do anything against them.
Well, wait till they turn their head, then spawn with spawn protection. Don't move, and then shoot them in the back of the head. It'll work perfectly.
No, they're sniping us from over a kilometer away. It doesn't work like that.
It'll be fine. Just pretend it's not there. Deny reality.
I swear, for the last 3 games I've been up tier. At 4.7. Yeah, because the Germans don't have any 4.7 tanks. It's just a bunch of Panthers and Tigers.
They have 4.0, 4.3.
Yeah, never seen a bigger joke in my life. Never seen a bigger joke in my life.
Well, even at 4.7, you're going to be fighting at 5.7 either way, because 4.7 is better equipped to fight 5.7 than it is to fight lower. Because you'll just curb stomp if you fight lower than that. Well. The fuck? Hey, Nordic,
What's up?
I made a successful paradrop. We landed in the town.
What?
Are you proud of me?
What are you playing?
I'm just trying this out. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. I just paratrooped out of this plane. Don't even know where I'm going. I'm new. I don't know what to do. Oh, that guy just got a pair of FG-42. Oh, hello there.
Ha! I got this Phantom 4. I drained him of FPE. And somebody got the artillery. I'm sad.
I think I'm gonna lay down now.
And of course, they have EBRs too. It's literally every cancerous vehicle put in a team. The only way we win this match is through Russian bias. There we go. Their team is made entirely of cancerous vehicles. I'm mad.
Don't be mad. It's just in your head, man. It's always what you're thinking is on the other side versus the reality.
I hate. It's literally every. It's literally just Churchill's Concept 3s, EBRs, and Tiger H1s. Literally every cancerous vehicle in the game.
That you can one shot because they got no armor.
Did you miss the part where I said Churchills and Tigers?
No, you said Churchill's Concept 3s and
Concept 3s,
EBRs.
EBRs, and Tiger H1s.
You'll be fine.
Either really. No, we already lost. Because all three of those vehicles are like the cancer of this game. Well, four
Not
of them.
really.
Well, they're a cancer of low BR.
No, I don't have a problem with them.
I very much do have a problem, especially with the EBR.
I like when I see the EBR because it's a free kill.
Well, when you try and shoot it with an M4A3 105 from a kilometer away, it's not a free kill.
Well, sure it
Things-
is.
Can you precisely hit it? Can you precisely hit that shot from over a kilometer away
Yeah,
while it's on the move?
I've done it before a while back.
Not recently though.
Well, no, because
And I've certainly never done it.
I haven't used the 105 in a while, and I've been really sick, so I can't see straight half the time. So I get frustrated because I keep missing shots that I should have made.
It's just part of Gaijin's attempt to make people spend money on this. 'Cause that's their whole business model.
I think you're just convincing yourself that because, well,
Well, the player
negativity
base-
fosters negativity. But
well,
whenever you
the player
foster
ba-
your curiosity and your desire for improvement, you have more enjoyment and you realize different things from a different perspective.
Well, looking at the Russian forums, even the Russians hate Gaijin. Oh, that's a KV2. His breach is out though. KV-85. I think Gaijin just loves its Russian people too much. Because, you know, they're a Russian company.
What are you doing right now, Nordic?
Nothing.
Oh, you're talking Nordic.
Did you want to do something, Nordic?
I don't know.
Hey, Q.
Hmm.
Remember those the area we found in our last world for Valheim?
Yeah.
Those mysterious could be. Yeah, that's one of the new areas they're putting in. Called the Mistlands. So, where the ancient ruins are supposed to be at that they're putting in. But they're not going to implement until the ruins, the structures they implemented, has aged a little. Is what they're saying. So I'm like, oh, cool. It's gonna be the official new fucking area.
Yeah.
Yay. I wonder what type of boss we're gonna have to deal with in that area.
I know, right?
We'll take a look at the enemies there first. Then we'll get a good sense.
True, but they haven't put down what the enemy's gonna be in the Mistlands. All they know, all they've said is that they're making it a known new place now, not a secret place for you to find, and buildings and all that stuff. So far, nothing about mobs, which I'm kind of waiting for.
User entered your channel.
Who hath joined?
Just me.
Hmm. Just you.
Yep.
Who is just you?
Hey, Nordic, are you sure?
Sure. Well, what?
And I don't know. It's Ghost Rider, John.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Tiger H1.
Well, I think he needs some help from you, John.
Oh, and why is that?
You need to show the shoot. I'm just kidding. He's playing America 4.7.
Mm-hmm.
4 point, yeah, 4.7. I keep getting up to 5.3 and 5.7.
Yeah, it happens when you're doing German 5.3, 5.7. You can always get stuck in a 6.7.
Well, no, I'm just constantly getting up to here. That's the thing.
It happens.
At least I have enough money that I can crew my Jagdpanzer now. The only reason I was out there with that thing. I need to work up, 200,000 more before I can actually get a Jagdpanzer that can actually compete, that can actually use the Tiger with. I fucking hate this game.
He thinks that he can't do anything, John.
No, it's just that it's just that America is underpowered.
Sometimes.
I don't.
Mo-
I don't
At
agree.
4.7, it's every other at 4.7. Every other game, you're going to 5.3. Every game you're not, you're going to 5.7.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. 3.7, you get weapons to fight the Tiger, like with the M10. That 76 millimeters, the same 76 millimeter you ride all the way up to 6.7 with.
The N10 has a 90.
No, the S. You're probably thinking of the M36.
No, the the M10 has a 90.
Why don't you take a look? Double check for me.
I'm in the middle of a match right now. But I can tell you, it's 90.
Heck, even better if it was a 90.
It is.
No, it's not.
Have you checked?
Yeah, I know. I got America. I played. I was teaching this stuff to newbies for a while. It has the same penetration as well.
KV-85 again. My luck. I swear there's like no way to kill that thing from the front. Unless you're using like an 88. I don't know why it's at 5.3.
User entered your channel.
Hello, Scruffy.
How's it going?
Mm. Try my hand at ordering something to eat again.
I'm switching to the Navy.
Welcome to the Navy bar.
What's that?
Welcome to the Navy, eh?
Yeah, this guy's driving a destroyer, so I wanted to try and ride it with him.
Hmm.
Armed trawler.
Really?
Huh?
Oh,
What's wrong with an armed trawler?
no. I'm looking at the items from Taco Bell, and they say the cinnamon twists are vegan. I'm like, huh? Really?
There's
Honey.
cinnamon
Or is that just like a
twists.
cinnamon corn chip?
Oh, a cinnamon twist is it looks like a like a have you ever had pigskin before?
Pigskin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pig
It's
rinds?
Yeah, some it looks like those, but it's
Oh, I thought it was
actually
like a.
it's twisted, like spiral wise, like a.
I thought
If
it
you
was more
took
like a Cheeto.
nah
At least the ones
nah.
up here are kind of weird.
Whereas up here,
The hell
Kinda.
was that, Levi?
At least I think it was there. It seemed
It's almost like a Cheeto, but not really. It's more
not really. Like it's obviously not cheesy. Instead of cheesy, it's like cinnamony.
brown. It's like brown sugar and cinnamon. And then got something called a cheesy roll up, which is just literally a tortilla with a load of cheese. I'm like, really?
You should call them and ask if their soda's vegan.
Right? I'm like, hey, is your sodas vegans too?
Well,
Because
actually, this one isn't. What the?
nothing that involves sugar is ever vegan. So yeah, funny.
I'm checking out some of the Allied Air Force and Navy.
American ships have got good anti-air. Some of the best, some of the best at the time. Mainly due to saturation.
I'm talking about.
Roxy's.
I'm talking about this game I'm messing with.
Oh, okay.
I'm switching between the teams because it's Germany, France, America, and Britain. America doesn't have a navy for some reason.
What, Levi?
Maybe it's because they have to capture something. Is
You
inactive.
can ask a dev or admin. It
I don't
might
know.
also be because they might not. It might not be in the game.
Well,
They're not cool
when I
enough.
went to the British Navy, they only had one port to field any navy. So I'm guessing America doesn't have any ports.
Okay, round two for Grubhub. Let's see if they fuck up or not this time.
So I dropped as a
Oh,
paratrooper as Germany, but then someone said that they saw a C-27.
got lit on fire in Navy, and with a ship I just bought. That makes me sad.
What's going on in your Navy?
I got lit on fire with a ship I just purchased.
That is polite, I guess. I don't.
That means I'm gonna burn.
Burn, baby, burn.
Here's the kicker: the fire's on a single AA mount, and somehow it's gonna kill every.
You know,
Somehow an enemy killed me from a ram attack on like really far away. Somehow. I don't know
well,
how.
you know how it works in real life. That room's on fire. They die. Send more people in to take their place.
Or just abandon the gun.
If you throw enough bodies directly on the fire, it won't be able to breathe.
Exactly. But it's also like
There won't be enough oxygen.
enough. But there's
That's
also like the fact that it's
advanced
on a single AA gun that's on a tower. How would
advanced
that
damage
sink
control.
the ship?
Right?
It doesn't. I've used several
And then there's
ships
the
without.
summer, and then there's the summers, which just misses every shot it fires.
It's fine.
I've used several. I've used several ships without damage control. And I'm just like, well, I'm on fire.
Gee,
Time to die.
Well, I don't. You don't die that fast. Sometimes the fire puts itself out anyway.
sometimes it puts itself out, yeah.
But
Sometimes it
I've
rages on and sets other shit on fire.
but I've had the turret thing happen that you had, but it didn't really do much to my ship. It just burned out eventually.
Now, within that sweet spot where all the summer shells fly right over its target instead of actually doing anything. The only thing I can't hit are like the top of the smokestacks.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
If I don't at least get the assist on this destroyer, I'm gonna cry.
Please don't get the assist. Please don't get the assist. Please don't get the assist.
I got the assist.
You bastard.
Oh, wait, no, I got the kill. Let's go.
You gotta be shitting me! How dare he get the assist? He thinks he's cool.
No, I just did the most damage.
Oh man, I'm in a transport truck. Let's go. Let me start my routine of starting the truck. Put it first gear. silly.
Okay, you didn't have to smoke me.
Oh, I'm dead. That would explain a lot. It's like, why can't I drive? Oh, because I died. No joystick.
Skill issue? Question mark.
Nah, I'm being sprayed by Fallschirmjäger with FG-42s.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, of course. I got shot 20 times in the chest. I'm sure it'll just walk it off.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, you gotta think smarter, not harder.
Well, I'm just irritated because I was waiting 15 minutes to switch to the Navy in the
I have
faction.
5 destroyers firing at me. This is not fun.
I got down to 5 minutes and reset the 15 minutes again. Remember that town that I para-dropped into earlier is Germany?
Mm-hmm.
This is that town. But I'm just taking an American truck and just driving around while being shot at. Come on, let me drive.
How the hell is a gunboat taking so many APHE shells? How did a K2 gunboat take basically 100 shells and just tank them? How does that happen?
Because you need to learn to aim better.
I was hitting him in the hull and where crew vital areas were, such as the conning tower.
Wait, you said it was a boat, didn't you?
Gunboat, yeah. K2.
Oh, you obviously just overpinned. Shooting
No,
puny machine guns at it.
No, it was more. It wasn't like a motor gunboat. It was the K2 gunboat. It was basically like a frigate. Yeah, the K2 frigate. It's Germany. It's German.
Don't you lie to me.
I indeed was not lying. I the shells I was firing would easily penetrate this thing, and would explode inside it.
Why am I the only one thinking outside the box?
I don't know. You told me. Be right back.
Ooh, they brought a tiger. Aren't you glad, Sean? Are you kidding me? Another 15 minutes?